Hello, and welcome to what I presume to be pronounced Regent Tower Defense. This is, of course, going to be a tower defense game, but it's one that I've never heard of, and I'm hoping it's going to be really good. One of you guys suggested it over in the comments. This game is incredibly unknown. It's barely got 6,000 visits and 0 active players. The thumbnails looked pretty interesting, so I'm hoping it's more than just a basic tower defense. Alright, anyways, let's get into it. We got a season pass? Yes, there's a season pass here for the holidays. All the way up to 50 levels, wow. Additionally, we have a shovel here. I can only imagine this is gonna be sandbox. Oh yeah, level 60 or purchase it, okay. Honestly, that's pretty cool. If you can get to level 60 and you earn it, awesome. Down in the bottom corner, we just have a mess of items. We have inventory, which is going to be all of our... Wow, that's a lot. That is a huge amount. We can filter different towers by type. So we got our little dude here. And this little dude, damage type sharp. By the looks of it, they do have skins. Wow, what? They have a huge amount of skins. Holy crap. This... For a game that's like underground. What? Okay, perks, we don't have any. There's apparently almost 80 different perks. Crates, color crates, premium crate, gilded crate, party crate, and summer crate. Okay. And then we can see all of the different items here. We also have tags over here. There's about 70 of them. Emotes, we got nothing. And lastly, for stickers, we got 3 of them, and there's 6 total. As for the towers, I forgot to mention, there's about 34 of them. If we go to the shop, we can check it out, and we can go to the different towers, and this is all of them. Some towers are even on sale, which is pretty cool. We can take a look at one of them. Here's the Hunter. And similarly, the Hunter has a bunch of different skins. From hunters to shotgunners, operators, builders, flamethrowers, to actual buildings like a manufactory, an army camp, and heavy weaponry. Holy crap, this is perks, daily perks. So these are all benefits that we can get. You can have passives, like your tower gains camo and flying detection for 15 seconds at the start of every wave. Active abilities, summon a level 3 Humvee, okay. Next up, we have challenges, and these are gonna be, wow, there's a lot of them. Welcome, thanks for playing the game. Okay, so we'll just claim these. We got EXP from that. Interesting. Dude, you gotta take a look at this. Look at the scroll wheel. Look at how far we can go when it comes to the different achievements. Additionally, we have quests, and there's a lot of them. These are gonna be daily by the looks of it, and you can accept them. If you needed some more missions, at level 20, you get even more. And lastly, at level 10, you get trials. Holy crap, this game has a lot poured into it. I am surprised that it has 0 players active right now, given how much is in the game, but let's go determine the gameplay. When creating a map, we can see the difficulty, the map, and a few settings alongside rewards is what I'm presuming down here. Difficulty-wise, there's actually quite a lot of options, and then 2 of them are coming soon. Now, this is pretty cool. Over here, we got modifiers, and you can mess around with the game quite a lot. All right, we are actually in the map now, and honestly, the map looks pretty good. Okay, the Hunter is not a hill tower. It's going to be a ground tower. Exits over there, spawn is over there. We'll put the Hunter right here, maybe. Now, when it comes to the actual tower, we have a dual upgrade system. We can set the targeting, and we can check out some additional attributes of the tower itself. Okay, this is a very cool feature. When trying to place down a tower, there's actually collision. So this is really awesome. You don't have to worry about weird finicky stuff like this, but actually you kind of do. It still happens, but it's reduced. This is pretty cool. So this is our basic unit, and one of its max pathways will spawn back up. Other than that, it's pretty much a normal tower defense with dual path upgrading. It's got a good amount of different modifications and perks for later game, but if you're looking for something pretty much out of the gate that's going to be really cool, This one definitely feels like it'll take a moment and then you'll get to mess around with some of the better stuff. Okay, at wave 10, we got a boss and there he is, 300 HP. I haven't got one of these upgraded yet, but I decided to kind of do a mix with 2 of these and then 2 of these. So we'll see how that works with the decamo attribute over here. Damage-wise, they're doing pretty good. So I have good hopes for this one. That is really interesting. Whoa. What? Whoa. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, wait, what? I just moved over here to look at these guys and you can actually interact with the map. Wait, what? Was that? What? I got bees. That's cool. Now they just have to attack the arm over here. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. That's really cool. Here's the bees once again. They're going into the front line. That's so cool. I would have never have expected that. Maps have pretty interesting little gimmicks, perhaps? Oh, we have another one of these guys, and he's gonna break apart. That's so cool. The closest thing that I've seen to this is gonna be in Tower Heroes, where you fight a train, and the train breaks apart in segments. That's what it's reminding me of. I've upgraded this one over here, and now we have this little dude over here. So that's pretty cool. And he's gonna be very helpful for, hopefully, the later waves when we need DPS. And there's our second one. Now we have 2 little guys over here going around the track. Okay, now we have to deal with a statue that has 600 HP, so that's gonna be fun. For the most part, this is all of my DPS. This might not be a good way of retaining DPS, but it's what we've got. I was originally hoping to have this area filled with hunters, but hunter kind of ramps up pretty quickly in pricing. All right, the hunter is finally upgraded and he's actually pretty cool. I got an upgrade that makes his attacks ricochet. And now we got this dude who makes summons. This is called the painter. And I don't have any crowd controls, so we might lose here. I can only hope that I overwhelm with DPS, but I don't think that's gonna happen, to be quite honest. Oh, I did get some tokens, however. Surprisingly, actually doing all right without any crowd control. It's gonna be really annoying dealing with all of the summons here, but his HP has been decreased massively. Okay, my plan is once the painter gets around here, I will use the beehive to hopefully take him out. Oh man, he has healing. No, wait, that's a barrier. His health decreased afterwards. Okay. Surprisingly, doing all right. This is one of the last ones we have to deal with. Never mind, I spoke a little bit too soon. But DPS-wise, we're doing fantastic. So I can't really complain all too much here. And the beehive goes down and I mistime it. But alas, we got rid of a few of the backline, so that's good. Now we have the inventor and the painter once again. Oh boy. I don't know what the inventor does, but I can only imagine it's a summoner type. No, it's a stun! Okay, well, that's gonna be bad. I'm gonna release the bees and just have them go as quickly as possible around the map. Oh, actually, the painter died. What happened? We still have the inventor here with a little bit over double its health compared to the painter, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I have some bad news. The inventor also does healing. However, it does look like the healing factor does play in our favor for cash generation. Okay, we have another summoner. This is the constructor, and he makes these little dudes, and these little dudes, wow, they are painful. That's annoying. Okay, I am definitely gonna lose pretty soon here, I think. That is incredibly annoying. DPS-wise, I'm doing fantastic. It's just a lot of these gimmicky enemies are getting scary. However, I will say the gimmicky enemies are actually quite fun. In other tower defenses, you'll see very basic enemies like a fast boss or a tanky boss. You know, nothing too insane, but this is actually pretty cool. Whoa, what? I saw that. One of you guys just completely warped ahead of everyone. That's wild of an ability. All right, new day, new boss. This is Masterpiece, and I can only imagine it's going to be another summoner. But if it isn't, I'll be surprised. All right, he kind of breaks everyone all at once. We're losing. That's it. That's GG's. The inventor got all the way to the end. Oh no. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. That was fun. Let's go back to the lobby. Now, after all of our progress, this is what we got. We got to level 3, we got 168, and we have 81. If we go over to challenges, we have actually completed a few for mostly EXP, but we also get 50 coins over here. As for the snowflakes, it looks like if you go into the season, you can utilize them there. So if we click claim, we get tokens. No, actually isn't a conversion, it's actually just progression. Okay. I wasn't sure if this was going to be consumed or just progression. Alternatively, this could have been a currency for crates, similar to Tower Heroes, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. I'll be honest here, over in the shop, I kinda wish that it would show the different upgrade trees and what benefits you get from it. Because right now, there's a bunch of dead space, but we got the basic info for when it's first placed. Okay, this is pretty cool. If you go up to one of the elevators, you don't actually enter, you press this. But you get a prompt here to ask if you want to reload the match. So if you do fumble a match, if you want to get all of the settings that you had last time, you can easily do that immediately. That's really cool. Another really cool detail I missed is actually right here in the map selection. So if we go over here, we can see the amount of studs, which is basically going to be the path distance. But if we look at normal maps, some of them indicate wave-based events, multiple paths, and benefits that you get, plus 10% tokens. Oh, that's interesting. Check this out. There's a little code or something up here. I never noticed that. But anyways, I've been playing on this map for quite a while now, and it seems to be all the same enemies. I would have to imagine that enemies get swapped out via difficulty, perhaps. So if you're new to the game, you might want to join up with some friends, you know? Okay, crowd control is awesome. Crowd control is heavily needed. Alright, we are back to here, and by here, I mean fighting the Masterpiece. The Masterpiece was pretty much the wave we lost on last time, and it may repeat, actually. Because, oh boy, this is kind of frightening. They are very fast. Wow. Oh man. Oh no. That stun is horrid. I actually do need a few of these guys back here for DPS purposes. These ones have the fastest attack rate, it seems, with the dual handguns, but I also need one for the purpose of decamo to allow the other ones to see invisibles. Oh no. Despite everything, somehow alive. This one's gonna become a ricochet one, hopefully, instead of one of these. I've had these ones attacking summoners, and they've actually been doing really good. Okay, this is pretty cool, but this little dude has C4 if you upgrade this side, and he just puts them down and you can activate them whenever. That's so cool, because there's a ton of C4 right here. There goes all the C4. It was worth it, I'd say. It was quite fun. That was totally worth it. Maybe it wasn't, but it was quite fun. The music's pretty cool. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're on wave 25 now. The creation is here. Okay. Oh wow, I still really don't like the Masterpiece. It's quite annoying. Screen shake might not be awesome. You can't use C4 if the guys are stunned, is what I've learned. So that's a slight problem. Other than that, we should be relatively fine. Honestly, the boss fight's pretty cool. It's annoying because it keeps on stunning, but it's pretty cool. All right, we won. And we also get a free tower by the looks of it. That's cool. We are now at level 6 after doing 2 matches. We have 281 coins, a bunch of snowflakes, and we can check out the season for a few more rewards. Oh wow, quite a lot actually. More EXP, we got a name tag, we also got another skin, and even more coins. Additionally, we got slow thawing perk, a perk for our loadouts over here. Here it is. Wow, that kind of sucks that they're connected to a season pass, to be quite honest. Because if you miss a season and there's a really awesome perk, that would suck. Oh yeah, check this out. Enemies you freeze are slowed down by 20% for 10 seconds after being frozen. That sounds really good. What? Can you get that in the shop? I would hope so, because if you miss out on the season, it's just gone. As for challenges, we can go down and we claim all of these ones. Oh boy, I kind of wish it didn't update like that, like take us to the top. I kind of wish it retained its position. But alas, here we go. And I get a little bit more EXP because I placed down 60 towers. Now we're level 9 with 700 coins and 200 snowflakes. Okay, looking around the map, I noticed this. Canvas tanks, resistors, deep frost, these are all headhunts. That's pretty cool. I noticed this earlier during a match, but we did actually get a reward of 50 coins from killing Canvas Tank. However, if we look at quests, it isn't in here. It's just something you notice on the board. What I'm getting at is I kind of wish it was somewhere else here as well, just to keep tabs on it, and so you don't have to look at very, very pixelated text here. Also, check this out. Events. They got Christmas going on right now, and then Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's, Easter. They got a bunch of stuff planned for the future. Alright, I'll be honest here. This game's actually pretty fun. It's straightforward, dual path upgrades, and it's a pretty great game. The animations are cool, the tower designs are pretty neat, and overall, I actually did have quite a bit of fun in this one. It's not going to be the most in-depth type of game with a huge amount of different mechanics, but it's not super basic to where you're gonna get bored instantly. This game definitely has potential, and if you're looking for a new experience, definitely try this one out. Additionally, a lot of the quests and progression is actually quite easy. I'm almost at level 10, and at level 10 I get a new feature. On the topic of features, there's quite a good amount. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you found a new game to play. The link is gonna be down below in the description if you're interested. And if you got any other suggestions, leave a comment down below and I'll check out what games you guys suggest. That's gonna be all for this video. However, if you're looking for another game to play, check out the channel. I upload a bunch of content, so hopefully you'll find something fun that you'll enjoy. That's gonna be all from me, and I will see ya.